Today, we're going to be looking at one of the rarest and most obscure Plants vs. Zombies plushes that were ever officially released. And well, this is one of the few Plants vs. Zombies plushes that this company has made. So with that said, welcome to a look at the Vicky Ray Plants vs. Zombies plush set. Now let's start off with the first plush in the set, which is the Peashooter. Now the leaf base on this Peashooter plush is pretty accurate because while it has all 4 leaves, the leaves are kind of weirdly shaped, but besides that, the rest of the plush is actually pretty good. The stem is overall really skinny and it could be a little thicker because well, the neck could get understuffed over the years and fall over, so yeah, it can't really hold up the head that well, but yeah, it still overall looks pretty good though. Now one thing that you'll notice about the head of this plush is that it basically looks the exact same to the normal Inste Peashooter. Because well, as you'll see in some other plushes made by this company, they kind of based it off Inste. And well, as you can see here, the heads of the Peashooters look really similar to Inste's, so yeah, it looks like they kind of based the heads off of Inste's designs, which is overall a really weird thing for an officially licensed company to do. And well, I would definitely recommend getting this Peashooter plush if it was possible to get, because well, none of these plushes in the set are basically possible to even get, because well, it seems that they were never actually officially released. Because well, basically every single picture is taken by the same source and they're rarely seen outside of there, so yeah, besides like the official company's Alibaba account and the pictures shown at this like convention thing, besides that, there are really no pictures of this plush, which seems that these were only released by like one source. And well, the newest pictures of these plushes are from the early 2010s, so yeah, they're basically impossible to find. But if this plush was to ever show up anywhere, it'd most likely be on Zanyu. And now moving on to the next plush in this set, we have the Sunflower. Now the Sunflower plush actually has 2 designs, being the normal design and the design with orange petals. Now both designs are the exact same, as that the one with orange petals just obviously has orange petals and a darker brown face. But besides that, both of these plushes have the exact same patterns to them. And while these Sunflower plushes overall look really similar to the World Max ones, but in my opinion they still overall look pretty good. The leaf base and stem is the exact same on the Peashooter, except it doesn't have a ring around its neck, but yeah, besides that, the rest of the plush kind of looks like World Max's, because well, the World Max Sunflower face basically is the exact same as this one. As it kind of seems to be a popular thing with officially licensed companies to basically use the exact same faces on their plushes. But yeah, it still overall looks really nice, especially with 2 different designs. It makes it more unique. The orange petal design is really weird though, because it's not really game accurate at all, and it's an officially licensed company, so they probably want it to look game accurate. But yeah, both versions of the plushes overall look pretty good, except it's basically impossible to find them. And now moving on to the next plush set, we have the Walnut. Now this Walnut plush actually looks pretty good, especially for a very simplistic design to get, so yeah, they overall did a pretty nice job embroidering on everything and making it look accurate. Because well, the face overall just looks really nice in my opinion. It looks quite accurate to how it looks in the game. The only thing that seems to be inaccurate about this plush is that it's very small compared to the other ones, because well, in the images you can see that there's a Sunroom behind it, so yeah, it overall just looks really small, but besides that, the rest of the plush is overall just really good. But yeah, once again, it's basically impossible to find these plushes, but they still overall look really nice. Now moving on to the only night plant in the set, being the Sunroom. Now I would say the company did a great job making the Sunroom plush, and there's only one really detail that could get damaged, because well, for some reason the dots on the Sunflower's heads are made out of an iron-on material. So yeah, all the spots on the Sunflower's cap could kind of get damaged because well, they're all made out of an iron-on material, so you could get cracked over the years. Which is one thing you obviously don't want about this plush, because plush is just extremely rare, so if it was ever to show up, there might be a high chance that it could get cracked there. So yeah, obviously not a good thing about this plush, but besides that, the rest of the plush overall looks really nice. And the face is nicely embroidered on, and it looks quite accurate to how it looks in the game. And well, there also seems to be cardboard at the bottom of the cap and the bottom of the head, because well, it seems to be very flat there, so it's either really nicely stuffed or there's cardboard there to make it stay up over the years. And well, it was overall just a really nice looking Sunroom plush, and they did a great job with it. And now moving on to one of the most detailed plushes in this set, we have the Squash. Now they very clearly put a lot of effort into making the Squash plush, because well, just look at the face, look how detailed it is. There's just a lot of small embroidery there, and they overall did a really good job making a glare in certain spots with the embroidery and making it overall just look really good and really accurate. And honestly, this probably has to be one of my favorite Squash plushes that were made by any company. And out of any single plush in this set, I really wish this one was more common, because I would actually really like to get this one just because of how detailed it is, and it overall just looks really accurate. And they quite clearly put a lot of effort onto the face, but besides the face, the rest of the plush is actually still really good, because it was really nicely stuffed, and the definition and detail on it overall just looks really nice. And it seems that this plush will hold up pretty well over the years. And it's honestly a shame this one is so rare, because I would just really like to get it just for all the details on it. Now moving on to the next plush set, we have the Jalapeno. Now just like the squash, this one actually has a lot of details, especially on the mouth, as they actually added a lot of glare to like the teeth and everything to make it look more realistic, and same thing with the eyes. And they quite clearly put a lot of effort into making this plush, but just like the Walnut plush, this plush is just way too small. So yeah, I think they should have made it a little bigger, but besides that, the rest of the details on this plush just look really accurate and is really nicely shaped as well. And well, I can really find no other bad things about this plush besides the size of it. So yeah, besides the size of it, the rest of the plush is overall really accurate and really nicely detailed, and they clearly put a lot of effort into it. And honestly, once again, just like the squash, this probably has to be one of my favorite Jalapeno plushes just for the details on like the teeth and everything. But now moving on to the final plush in the set, we have the Kernel Pult. Now this plush is very similar to the Lynxen design as well, but basically uses the exact same pattern as Lynxen's, besides the fact that this one's just more fuzzy. Because look at the kernel part of this plush, you could obviously tell that this plush is made out of a very fuzzy material, and I'd really actually like to get it if it was common to get. Because, well, it just kind of seems to be an improved version of the Lynxen one, because I actually prefer this design over the Lynxen one because, well, it's just how fuzzy it is. But yeah, besides that, the rest of the plush is the exact same as the Lynxen one, including the leaves and everything, because, well, it just seems to have they copied the Lynxen version. Which, once again, is just a really weird thing for an officially licensed company to do, is basically just to copy an unofficial plush and just change one detail about it. But yeah, they overall did a really good job with it. I would definitely say this one has to be one of my favorite plushes in the whole set. And once again, it's kind of a shame that this one's so rare because I would definitely like to get it at some point. But yeah, which plush of this is your favorite? Mine's probably the squash, but comment down below yours, and yeah, have a great day.